morning guys. I sound a bit croaky. It's the first I've spoken all morning properly. I've said like good morning to Charlie, but I was whispering. I thought I would film a morning get ready with me. I know that I've already got my foundation on, but while I was doing it I thought maybe I should just whip the camera out and start kind of recording how I get ready in the morning, where I've got this little man. Say hello. This isn't like my everyday morning routine getting ready because obviously Ella's not here, but in terms of the makeup and everything I use, then it is. To be honest, Ella's normally sleeping at this point anyway, so Charlie's normally just playing on the bed while I get ready. I thought I would just film for you guys what I do and how I get ready and what products I use and stuff, and hopefully the more I speak, the less morning voice I'm going to have. Right, so the first thing I did when I woke up was just grab a quick shower, and then I just throw my pyjamas back on because I don't like to put on like normal clothes and then potentially get makeup on them. And then what I do is once I've washed my face, I use the Origins Make a Difference Plus. This is a really nice day cream, especially for me. I've got really dry skin, so this is ultra rich rejuvenating cream, and it's literally like almost done, so I'm probably going to put this in my favourites this month, which will be my first monthly favourites. And then once that's all kind of set in, I like to then use my Urban Decay Quick Fix mist. I'm going to link all of my products in the description box, so if you like anything, go and check that out. So I just spritz this all over my face, and then I use my absolute favourite foundation of all time. This is the third one I've got, and it is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. It's literally the easiest foundation to blend ever. I've got it in the shade 4. Yeah, it's just called shade 4, and it's so liquidy, like it literally runs like water. So once it goes on, you think there's no way this is going to be good coverage, but it just dries in so well. And lots of you guys have messaged to say that this is your absolute holy grail now because it's such a good product. So I then used that. To blend that in, I've actually used this little silicone sponge, which when I first got it was not sure about because I used it with a different foundation for whatever reason. Don't know what was going on. Maybe my Urban Decay foundation was nearly done. I think that's what it was, but anyway, I used this little silicone sponge to wipe it in, and it's good because there's no waste when you use one of these. So I literally just move the product all around my face with this little sponge, and it's from Primark, pack of 2 for £1. And any bits that I think need sort of blended in, I just use this little brush from Real Techniques, and it is like a stipple brush, and I just kind of buff in all the bits that need buffed in. Sometimes if I'm feeling a little bit like I want some more coverage, I will use my Pro Longwear foundation by MAC. I only repurchased this when I went to Italy, but I don't use it all over my face. I literally just put like a little pump on each side here and just work it in the kind of front of my face in the middle, just because it's quite heavy. But this is good for covering up, like I've got a couple of acne scars which quite bother me, so I just use it to cover up those little areas. Oh, I find it so hard to talk and to do this at the same time. I'm supposed to be a woman, I'm supposed to be able to multitask, but no. Once that's all blended in, the powder that I'm using at the minute is the Studio Care Blends by MAC, and it's a really good pressed powder. I've got that in the shade medium dark, and it comes with this little pad thing, which as you can see I've tried to use, but it's not very precise. So I then take my big powder brush by Real Techniques, and it's just this one because I think everyone has this brush, and I just try and mattify round my nose, underneath my eyes, and just sort of like down my jawline a wee bit, and a little bit kind of underneath my chin. I try not to go too mad with this just because I don't really like a really powdered caked look, so just round my nose. Plus as well, because I do have acne scars, I actually think that when I use a powder over them, it makes them look worse and they become more prominent than what they were had I just left it quite dewy. So that's a kind of good tip. If any of you guys have got quite uneven skin like me, then definitely don't powder over them because it just makes them look more prominent, I would say. Next on the list would be my Revolution HD contour palette. This is my powder contour in the shade medium, light medium, and you can tell the ones that I use. I like to use this nice warm kind of brownie tone here. It's really nice because it's a nice, as I say, warm tone. It's not too ashy. Oh no! What would you like? Would you like a packet of face wipes? Of course you would. So yeah, I just take that colour and I just work it in to my kind of contour area. I'm not up on the cool makeup lingo. I absolutely love makeup, and you know, it's funny because when I was at school I always said I wanted to be a makeup artist. That was my thing that I wanted to do, and then I just never ever pursued anything with it because everyone always said, there's no money in makeup artistry, you'll regret it. It was actually, we were going through a recession, and people were saying if we're going through a recession and people have got less money, they're not going to spend it on makeup and going and getting beauty treatments, so why would you spend your time learning a trade like that? You were wrong. Those people that said that, you were wrong. I just like to take that on top of my head as well. To be fair, most days I do tend to put on a little bit of makeup, not really for anyone else but just for me, because sometimes I feel like when I don't wear makeup it makes me feel really lazy. It depends what I'm doing. If I'm just having a day in the house and I'm cleaning and stuff, then I don't tend to, oh my god, don't fall off the bed. Yeah, Charlie's trying to crawl, but he's doing that thing where he goes backwards first before he learns to go forward. So right, once that's kind of done, I like to just go over that again with my powder brush just to kind of make sure it's all blended in. And I'll just take that down my neck a little bit, just so that we've got a kind of blend in between that and like my fake tan, which by the way a lot of you guys ask what fake tan I use, so I'm going to show you. It is the Lauren's Way self bronzing lotion, and I got this for £6 in the Superdrug sale, and I think I text every single person that I knew, friend, foe, whoever, to get this because it's just such a bargain. It's the Darken and Dark long lasting tan, no horrible smell, really easy to blend, and takes 8 hours to develop. Really good. So once that's done, normally what I would have done was do my blusher first, but I've started to do my highlighter first because sometimes I think when I put blusher on and then put highlighter on, it's as if everything's layered on top of each other and it doesn't blend as well. Whereas if I do my highlighter first, after I've done my contour, and then kind of blend the two of them together with my blusher, it just makes it look so much more natural. So yeah, I'm going to use this sculpting brush by Real Techniques, and also my Illamasqua OMG Beyond Powder Illuminating Highlighter, which is just beautiful. I absolutely love this shade. And I'm just going to take it on my cheekbones. Like, see how amazing is that? It's really, really good. I'm just going to have to try and blend that out a little bit, and then I like to just use the end of the brush to take it on my brow bone. Nothing too specific or particular, but yeah, like to just blend this in round in a kind of V shape on the side of my face. Right, so once that's kind of blended in on my cheekbones and like kind of just up on the edge of my brow bone, I like to take that little bit on my nose as well, just because I think when you do that it always adds a extra bit of definition that you kind of need. And then a little bit on my cupid's bow kind of area there. Right, and now I look like a crazy person, so I'm going to blend that in using my MAC Flower Power blusher. The reason why I have not changed from this blusher is because it lasts for ages. Literally forever. It lasts for so long. So I'm going to take that using my Real Techniques blusher brush and just kind of do the apples of my cheeks. And just trying to blend those two contour and highlight colours together. Oh, this is the part where I always feel as if my face kind of comes to life a bit. Just because I'm giving it a bit of colour and my cheeks have got a bit of a blush to it. It just looks so much better than before. I'm actually home to get some new makeup brushes for my birthday because my birthday is this weekend. Don't know why I'm getting excited because birthdays are non-existent once you've had kids. What is the matter with you? Next, going to take my Makeup Forever HD powder. Here, what's wrong? Look. And I'm just literally going to take this powder, it's like loose powder, and I'm just going to take that underneath my eyes, just so that we don't get that crease later on. The only thing you need to be really careful with this is because it is like a translucent, because it is a translucent powder, you don't want to mattify the highlight you've just done, so you just need to be really particular about where you put it. Right, let's see, will we get you some white noise to listen to? White noise. Hopefully that's not too annoying in the background. Once my base is all kind of done, because I think that is pretty much me for the day, I then take the Revolution Pro Fix setting spray. I normally use Urban Decay All Nighter, but this is what I've got at the moment, just because when I had to go and rebuy a setting spray, the Urban Decay one was in town and that one was local, so yeah, I've got that one just now. It's not amazing, but it does kind of like do the job of what I want it to do, which is, because I've got such dry skin, I think that setting spray for me actually, oh, do you know what, I need to do something with these lips because it's really annoying me. Listen. Right, yeah, so the setting spray kind of like wets my face again, for want of better words, but yeah, I just use that to kind of like wet the powder that I've just put on so that it doesn't dry out my skin, and it also helps with like oil control and stuff as well. So yeah, that's a really nice affordable one, but it's definitely not as good as Urban Decay All Nighter. Right, then I take this little like spoolie and like angled brush, and also the NYX, what is this called, eyebrow gel, which lasts forever. And although I've already got my eyebrows microbladed, I do need to go for them again just because they need topped up. So normally I just need to take this brow gel over the parts that I've got microbladed already, just to kind of add a little bit of definition, because like I say, they're actually needing topped up. If I'm feeling a bit extra, I will take this little eyeshadow brush from Real Techniques and a little bit of my contour, the cooler one, the kind of more ashy toned contour colour, and I will just do a little bit of a shadow, but nothing too wild, just enough to kind of give a wee bit of definition to my eyelid. It's something like supernatural, and then I will, not supernatural but really natural. Supernatural sounds like it's like some kind of alien invasion. I just like to try and blend that into nothing. You're so happy. Right, and lastly I take my collection, like the proper like cheap brand, but it's like a really good lip liner. I take that lip liner and just line my lips. Poor Charlie can't stand the pace. Sure you can't. No, you just want mummy. Of course you do. Of course you want me when I'm doing something. Of course. You are just too cute though to resist. Look at that wee face. Oh, super tired. Oh, I know, I know. Bit break. My poor little lad couldn't handle the pace and he fell asleep while he was feeding, so I popped off in bed. And now I just need to do my lipstick, which I'm nearly at the end of this whole process anyway, so he's obviously just got so bored sitting watching me do makeup. Typical man. But I'm going to use MAC Velvet Teddy, which is one of my absolute faves. I love this lip colour, and it's like just such a lovely nude. Oh, I love the smell of MAC lipsticks as well. Does anyone else love the smell of lipsticks? Such a lovely colour for every day. I just love Velvet Teddy. Plus, even though it's matte, it's still really moisturising. Such a good lipstick, and no wonder it's a popular one. But yeah, I absolutely love Velvet Teddy. It's like my absolute favourite lipstick. And now it's time to just take out this mum bun and reveal what's underneath. I like wash my hair and stuff. If I'm washing it, I wash it all the night before, and sometimes I actually curl it, or if it's still curled from the day before, then I just kind of leave it because it can kind of be fixed, and I don't like to put heat on my hair every single day. So I just give this a little kind of tousle and sort it out a little bit. Just brush it through with my hands and just twirl it. And that's sometimes enough just to bring back the curl that I had the day before or that I made the night before. So that makes life a lot easier and I can save a lot of time in the morning. That's me pretty much ready for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this get ready with me, and it was a bit chatty. If you did like it, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already. All the products I've used in this video will be listed in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. Should have mentioned as well, by the way, I wear false eyelashes. I get individual lashes put on every 2 or 3 weeks, so I don't need to do any mascara or anything like that. If you'd like me to do more of these morning routines, then please let me know in the comments, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!